Hello students, today we will cover our chapter number 6, Saudi Arabia, the land of hot sand. Previously we did chapter number 4, Democratic Republic of Congo, and I hope everything is clear. Whenever we are doing about any country, when we are studying about any country, there are 5 important things we should know. That is the location of the country, climate of the country, vegetation means kind of trees and crops grown over there, then about wildlife means kind of animals which are found there, then last one is people, what kind, how people live there, what do they eat, what do they wear, what do they do for their livelihood, how they earn. So these are the 5 things which we should know about any country. If you review your previous chapter, then you will find out there also we covered only these 5 things. So same way we will be doing same 5 things here also about Saudi Arabia, the land of hot sand. Let's move to your lecture. See this map. This is your world map. As always, I'll start with the continents. You should know from this left. See in your left, this is your North America, then South America, then Africa, then this is Asia, Europe, and the smallest continent is Australia. So you can see this shaded part, this red shaded. This is red shading area is your Saudi Arabia, on which the lecture is based. Saudi Arabia. Okay. So first of all, let us do about Saudi Arabia. Most of the Saudi Arabia, it is a country in the Middle East and is located in Arabian Desert. Saudi Arabia is a large country and it is situated in the Arabian Peninsula. Now what is peninsula? Peninsula is a piece of land. Peninsula is a piece of land projecting into the sea. It is surrounded by the water on all 3 sides. All 3 sides. Number 1, here you can see on the west, Red Sea. On the east, Persian Gulf. Number 2 and number 3 is Arabian Sea. Now from all 3 sides, it is projected, it is surrounded by water bodies. It lies between the Red Sea on the west and Persian Gulf on the east, and most important is the capital of Saudi Arabia, that is Riyadh, Riyadh. So the neighbors of Saudi Arabia are Kuwait, Israel, Iraq, Bahrain, UAE, Oman, Qatar in the east. Kids, here it is EATS. It is a typing error. It is East, EAST, and Yemen in the southwest. Most of the Saudi Arabia is a high rocky plateau and covered by a vast desert. Desert. What is a desert? Desert is an area with extremely high temperature or low temperature. Deserts are very dry and hot places. There are 2 type of deserts, cold desert and hot desert. Example of cold desert is Ladakh, hot desert is Arabian Desert, which we are doing now. Hot desert Ladakh in India, cold desert Ladakh in India, hot desert Arabian Desert in Saudi Arabia. Okay, now see this. You can see here shaded area, this shaded part. This shaded part shows that it is all the shaded areas are peninsulas. You can see, you can count. These all areas are from 3 sides, they are surrounded with water. Alaska, you see, from all 3 sides it is with water. See this Horn of Africa, for example. See this Deccan Peninsula in India, Indochina Peninsula. So you can see this. I'll give you 20 seconds, just see all the areas, shaded areas. From all of these areas are shaded from three sides. They are surrounded with water. They are projected into the sea. So because of this, they are called peninsula. So when we compare all these peninsulas, the largest is Arabian Peninsula, which we are doing now. The largest is this Arabian Peninsula. Have a view. Just see, I'll give you 2-3 seconds to view this. Yes, this is the largest peninsula in the world, and it lies between the Red Sea on the west and Persian Gulf on the east. The capital of Saudi Arabia is Riyadh. Yes, now see, move to the next page. Most of the Saudi Arab is rocky plateau covered by vast desert. What is a plateau? What is a plateau? Plateau is as the tableland. You must have tables at home. You see the upper portion of the table is flat. So plateaus are also, it is a tableland. In geographical term, we say it is a tableland. As it resembles to a table, as in having an elevated and flat plain land. Basically a plateau is small or large raised area of flat land which is separated from rest of the surroundings. So you see this image, one example of plateau. This is this high land. This high land is separated from plain land, and you see the above portion, it is nearly flat like table. So most of Saudi Arabia is rocky plateau covered by vast desert. These deserts are covered with high hills of sand called sand dunes. I have an image of sand dunes. See, this is sand dunes. This is sand dunes. So these sand dunes. Next is no lakes or river in this land. Now you must be watching this image. Ma'am is saying there is no lake or river, but she is showing one. There something water body. This is actually an oasis. This is an oasis. This is not a lake. This is not a river. Oasis. Oasis. How they are framed? Oasis from underground water. At some places, underground water comes to surface by forming fertile areas called oases. Underground water, underground river water comes. So they form oases. And you can see the trees around these oases. So when we talk about a desert, we say there is very less vegetation. Vegetation is only there, trees are only there where there is oases. Oasis means underground water comes on surface, and we call that pool as a oasis. This is your example of sand dunes. Okay, yes. When we did this location, I forget to tell you one thing, that Saudi Arab, you can see here this Saudi Arab. This is your Saudi Arab, and there is one dotted line. Which dotted line it is, which is passing from Saudi Arab? This is Tropic of Cancer. This is Tropic of Cancer, which passes from Saudi Arab, in the middle of Saudi Arab. The Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of Saudi Arab. So because of this, the climate of Saudi Arab is hot and dry. The country gets very little rainfall and humidity is very low. Sun shines bright and hot. Okay. Next is your vegetation and culture. This is the image of date palm. Date palm trees are found there. Date palm cacti. Very few plants grow as the area is dry and barren. Barren means where there is which is very less fertile, where there is no water. Most desert plants have long roots which go deep into the earth in search of water. So the plants which can go deep into the earth, such kind of plants, trees grow there, like date palm. Date palm are the only trees which grow easily in the region. Wheat, barley, melons, and tomatoes are grown in these farms. Very few plants can grow in desert climate. Cacti and some short shrubs which can withstand the hot dry condition can be seen in the desert region of Saudi Arabia. As I told you, date palm and crops like wheat, barley, melons, they are grown there. Next is about the wildlife. So here the the desert animal, they can live with very little water. Only those animals exist there, those who can live with very little water. Desert animals can live with very little water, like snake, lizards, insects. They are quite common in the desert, and come out at most of the animals, they come out at night to find food. As the during day the temperature is very high, very hot, so evenings are cooler, they come out to find food at night. Do you know which animal is called the ship of desert? Everybody must be knowing. The answer is camel. Camel is called the ship of desert because camel can survive for a long period of time without water. Camel can store water. So it is very useful as it can live without food and water for many days. Camel is very useful in the deserts. Life of people. Life of people. Now, what do people? First of all, the discovery of petroleum or liquid gold has changed the lifestyle of people. Petroleum, you see the rates of petrol. So automatically Saudi Arab is a generator of petroleum. So the discovery of petroleum or liquid gold, we see to petroleum we say as a liquid gold, which is a liquid gold, that is petroleum. The discovery of petroleum or liquid gold has changed the lifestyle of people. The cities have modern facilities now. Actually, Saudi Arabia is a very rich country. This is because of the vast deposit of petroleum in the country. The money earned by selling petroleum to other countries has been used to build modern cities such as Riyadh and Jeddah. The country is ruled by king. So I will be doing it in the last about the government. So next is about the people. See, there are some people, they live nomadic life. You must be thinking, who are called nomads? What is nomadic life? The people, those who move from one place to another place, they keep on moving. These people are called nomads. Some people, they led a traditional life, where I told you that Saudi Arabia is a rich country and people, there are modern cities and they live modern life. Yes, not to ignore, there are some people, those who live a traditional lifestyle. These people are called nomads. The image is given in your book also. You may refer your book, page number 36. Students, to see your book, page number 36, last paragraph, you can see four men sitting over there. So they are nomads. They have camel. So they keep on moving. They move from one place to another place in search of green pasture for their goats, sheep, and camel. Pasture means something for eating. Pasture is a land where animals can be reared. They usually, now where do they live? If they keep on moving, where do they live? Wherever they are staying, they do not have permanent residence, they live for on temporary basis. Where they live, they used to make tents. They live in tent made of camel or goat skin. The lifestyle of these tribal people is also changing. There is another word used for these nomadic people, that is Bedouins. The lifestyle is now changing. So here is the example. There are the images. So this image, there is a girl, female, in a special traditional costume. So she belongs to a nomadic tribe, Bedouins. So now next is the form, the dressing of the people over there. Men wear long flowing cotton robes called thwab. See, this is called thwab. You can see this check robe on his head, then this white kurta. Women wear long robes. Women wear long robes and we call it Gutra, Gutra. So it is not written here. Women wear long robes called Gutra, and they cover their head. You see this, how they cover their head. They always cover their head and sometimes their face even. Women, they wear long robes called Abba. They cover their face with veil. Okay. Important cities, Riyadh. It is the capital and the largest city. It is a modern, well-planned city with parks, markets, hospitals and schools. Second city, Jeddah. People from all over the country come here by air and sea to go Makkah. Now, some of you must be knowing what is Makkah. Makkah, Medina. Makkah is a holy place for Muslims. It is holy place, holiest city. It is holiest city, holy place of Muslim. People go there for Hajj. Muslims. The way we go to Gurdwaras and temples. So Makkah city, it is located in the mountains in western Saudi Arabia. King Abdul Aziz International Airport, a big airport in Jeddah, is one of the largest airport in Saudi Arabia. Makkah and Medina, these are the two holiest places for Muslim. Millions of Muslims come to Makkah and Medina on annual pilgrimage called Hajj. See the image of Makkah and Medina. It is crowded. Next is about the government. Saudi Arabia is a monarch. When I was telling you that country is ruled by king, and then I stopped. Now why? Because Saudi Arabia is monarch. What is monarch? Monarch means where the country is ruled by a king. We have a democracy because we select our representative of a country. We give vote to them. So they are our representative. They are elected by us. We are selecting them. So we live in a democratic country, whereas in Saudi Arab it is monarch system. The country is ruled by the king. Women, they must cover their head and body in the traditional way. They usually wear black dress that they only leave their eyes to be exposed. Otherwise, they cover their body whenever they go out. So the government has used the natural resources wisely and made his hot and barren region a rich and prosperous land. Apart from import-export, thousands of Indian doctors, engineers and teachers, they are working in Saudi Arab. Not to ignore about the industries here, where I told you the government has used the natural resources wisely and made this hot and barren region a rich and prosperous land. We cannot ignore the industries. Many industries have been set up in Saudi Arab using the money earned by selling petroleum. Some of these are petroleum refineries like iron, steel and cement. Now about the religion, here there are Muhammads, millions of Muslims from all over the world. They come to Makkah, the most important pilgrim center of Muslim. Medina is also there, another important religious center here. And Saudi Arabia is an excellent example of hot and barren desert being changed into rich and prosperous land. The government of Saudi Arabia has used the natural resources and found in the country very intelligently to benefit the people of the country. So we already covered our chapter Saudi Arabia. So I want the students to go through the video, go through your chapter properly. If you still have doubts, we will be meeting in Zoom classes. You can clear out your doubts in Zoom classes, and it is all done. So thank you, my kids.